Adding shelves to a kitchen is a great improvement. It's pretty simple, and you get a big effect out of it. So, we start with plywood at the table saw. Normally, I don't have any problem. But I've bought this particular plywood, and it's caused me some problems. Hate to blame the wood, but I normally don't have an issue. So I'm running it through the table saw, and it starts to catch. It didn't feed right. I don't know if there's a problem, but I got to the end and it started biting, so I stopped. Let's keep things safe. I turned it off, then I pulled it off, and I finished cutting it by hand. Safety makes woodworking more fun. I like to break the 4x4 sheet down to oversized, then come back and cut it to final size. Well, final size and a little over. So, that because I'm going to put an edge band on. Shelves are very simple, just rectangles you cut. So, I was asked to make 3 shelves of all different sizes, and it's no problem. I used my panel cutting jig to make sure I get a nice 90-degree cut after ripping it to width. This is very simple table saw work. I only had the one problem with the plywood on the 4x4 sheet, so everything else behaved well in the smaller sizes. I'm going to cut thin strips for the edge banding. So I use a push block, which is going to get cut because it goes through. Trick is to set your blade just above so you're not totally destroying everything on your push block. Then I've got a nice piece of clear wood. And you can see that I flipped it over. That's because I jointed both outside edges. Okay, by joining the outside edges, I have less sanding to do. Then I walked over to my joiner, which is out of frame. I'm sorry about that. And I cleaned up both edges again on the jointed edges. So that way I've got 2 more cuts to make on clean jointed edges. This makes life simple, less sanding, because I use the saw cut edge on the inside. That's what I glue to the plywood shelf. So make your life easy. So here you can see 2 nice jointed edges and 2 quick cuts. So now we glue the edge banding on. I use 1/4-inch strips, as I said. Somebody asked me why I don't use iron-on veneer, and that's because it goes on so easy, but it comes off so easy. I would rather use the 1/4-inch strips. I think it gives a much better product. So I glue and then use a quick brad. It just makes it simple, and it keeps me from having to clamp everything on there. This is quick work, and it matches the original quality, except for the upgrade of the 1/4-inch thick edge banding. And again, I put the jointed edges out so that it looks good. It's nice and clean. Now that I have the edge banding on and the glue's dried, I can rip them to final width. You don't have to do this, but I choose to. Next step is I take some plastic wood and I just fill the little brad holes. It just takes a second. So, it's not fine furniture, and it matches the quality of the kitchen cabinets. So, the plastic wood just covers up the brad holes. Now, I always choose to glue on the edge banding and then cut it to size. I think this is just makes it better. It's a little simple. A quick sanding, and we're done. We're ready. Now we go to finishing. I use a satin polyurethane water base. I use water base because I finish in the basement. I don't have to deal with the odors or the flammability since it's a basement shop. So a quick coat on both sides and all edges, and it looks pretty good. We let the first coat dry, and then we hit it very gently with 200 grit sandpaper, 220 grit, and that way the second coat will stick better. So it's a light sanding. Then we put on the second coat, and we're done. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and ring the bell. I appreciate you watching the Johnsonville Woodworker.